What's up guys, Tim Wilson here from Tim Wilson UK and welcome to the Masters from Augusta National. This is round number 1. Just a couple of changes from the last time that I played, which was the Players Championship. That was the last video that I recorded. I have inputted all 300 real-life PGA Tour players according to the official World Golf Ranking. So we have the top 300 players in here now. So when you do see the scoreboards, I have actually put the players in with their correct nationalities. I haven't actually updated their portrait photos because the portrait photos, to be fair, are quite rubbish. So I didn't go through the effort of doing that. But we are playing Augusta National. We are playing on hard difficulty because we played the players on very hard, and the gulf between hard and very hard is just too big. It's you just cannot compete. And I think through the difficulty of this particular course, it plays very, very difficult. I think it will probably level the playing field a little bit, but let's get the round underway. We've got fairly strong winds today. 12 mile an hour headwind here on the first hole. So let's get this first round going. It was quite a lengthy exercise to get those 300 PGA Tour pros into the game, but I sort of split it up into doing 50 at a time. But I've had a fair amount of time between the Players Championship and the Masters to get that done, so it hasn't been too much of a chore. I think if I was to try and sit and do all 300, that would be in one go. That would be pretty soul destroying. So I split it up into smaller chunks, and that's probably the way to do it. If anybody is interested in doing that, that's probably the way that you want to be doing it. So the wind does actually add quite a interesting element to this. I think if you play this course with no wind, it's tough enough as it is, but you add that wind into there, it makes it very, very tough. And the greens are playing very firm and fast today. You can see they're at 182. They're not at their fastest, but they are fast enough to give you a headache, that's for sure. This is going pretty much every which way it can. It's going to slow up that slope. Is it going to turn? Oh, that was close. Don't want it to roll too far past because, as I said, these greens are really, really slippery. So that's in that fun zone of 6 feet. There we go. Alright, so you should be able to see the leaderboard now. Obviously some of these I'm not going to know because I don't know all of the top 300 on the PGA Tour. But some of them on there: Oliver Wilson, Kadira, Webb Simpson, Danny Lee, Abraham Anser, Patrick Rogers, Kevin Streelman. I think it's Maximilian Kiefer from Germany. So you can see that. I mean, I know a fair few. I think it's Hao Tong Lee. But yeah, in second place with level par. So nobody's really ripping it up. But we don't know how many people have actually teed off as yet. I want to try and get this to go down that slope a little bit. Yeah, there we go. We've caught the slope. Does add another 40 or 50 yards to the drive. And that's a tough, tough position. I don't think that's going to be an easy pin to get at. Excuse me. This could be bunker bound, but I've given it... I probably could have given it a bit more. Ooh, I tell you what, that is probably... I mean, look at that. I missed the bunker by probably... Sorry, I missed the rough by an inch or so. And that would have taken a lot of the sting out of it. And it could have been a good shot, but it wasn't. So we can't dwell on it. It is pretty buried in there. And we don't want this to go too far. Yeah, we do not want this to go too far. Yeah, I'm okay with that because that's gonna, if it slows up now, that should set me up for a birdie putt. All right, first birdie of the day. 1 under par, and it puts us at the top of the leaderboard. Oliver Wilson has dropped back down to level. There's a fair few guys on level. I mean, let's be fair, and it's still early days, so we don't know whether anybody's going to post a really good score. So this is a short par 4 third. So I'm not entirely sure. I know this is the one. This is the course that is being used on TGC Tours this week for the Masters, and I'd be interested to see when we get to the fifth hole, looking at the yardages, whether they actually put, whether the creator has actually changed the fifth hole, because the tee box has been pushed all the way back. It's a 495 yard hole now. And they've moved the bunkers on the left-hand side of the fairway. They've pulled those closer, so the divide between the two bunkers on the left-hand side of the fairway is 300 yards. So it's banging the driving distance of most of the guys nowadays. So to carry the furthest bunker, I think it's 313 yards. So it's going to be a tough test for them, that fifth hole, because it is very long. I saw the interview with Tiger earlier in the week. And he was saying, you know, it plays really long. I got 95% power on that. That is poor. That is really poor. That's okay though. I'll take that. Pick up a par here and move on. Yep, we're in for par. It's not a course that you can expect to shoot double figures under par here. I think if you get around in 2 or 3 under, especially when you've got this kind of wind, then you can just be grateful for that. I mean, look at that. That wind has picked all the way up now. That is going to be an absolute beast. 245, probably playing 235 into a 16-mile-an-hour headwind. I mean, I don't even think I'm going to be getting there with a 3-wood, but it's just going to be too long if I take the driver. If it gets on the putting surface, I'll be happy. It's going to leave an incredibly long putt. And that's a tough putt because that is going to swing to the right quite dramatically. It's sort of on the top of a ridge because it goes off to the left down here. We are definitely going to have to aim left, that's for sure. Just to counteract that wicked, wicked slope to start with. It's 2 feet uphill, so getting it close is going to be a challenge in itself. Yeah, that's still a good 10, 12 feet, I think. 10 feet. So we are teetering on the brink of getting a bogey here. Yep, it's not in yet either. This is only the 4th hole, so we have got a birdie in the bank, but that has literally just been cancelled out by that bogey. So we're back to level par. Nobody's made any sort of moves. Nacho Elvira's up there. Ryan Moore now. Ricky Fowler, 1 over par. So this is the hole. So it's playing 442. In fact, it's playing 426. So this course was obviously created before the changes were implemented, or before the creator knew about the changes. So you'll see when this ball's in flight, those 2 bunkers on the left-hand side there, I mean, you'll see that first bunker Yeah, I mean it's roughly the same, but they've moved the tee all the way back, and then they've pulled the bunkers both back as well. So it means that if you do lay up, you got a 200-yard shot into this hole, which is not an easy hole to play as it is. I mean, stroke index 1 on this game, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to be that different in real life either. Just trying to get this onto the right level. It's not going to stop. It's going to end up in the bunker. It is in the bunker, but only just. I think I may even be able to chip this out of here, because I mean the lie's a bit rubbish, but I don't want it to go peeling past the hole. That's the only problem. I'll take that. I'll take that. It's only 4 yards. Got 4 feet to the flag. Let's see if we can just tidy this up. Yeah, after getting the bogey on the previous hole, a par there is good. I'm never particularly comfortable on that 5th hole, so I'm pleased with how I played that. So you can see, you know, even tie 9th at the moment is +2, so goodness knows what the other people are. Maybe I should have put it on very hard. I think I would have struggled. The gulf is just too big between very hard and hard, so I'm quite happy to leave it as it is. Sixth hole, probably playing about 180 yards today. Just getting it on the short stuff at Augusta is a challenge, and keeping it on the short stuff, that's the main thing. Getting it on and keeping it on. Yeah, birdie. Unexpected birdie. There wasn't a lot of movement in that shot. So Xander Chauffolet has come up in there. Perez from France. Ches Reavy from the USA. He's now at +1. Webb Simpson at even par still. So even though I am playing this today, Thursday, which is the first day of the Masters, I'll be interested to hear in the comments what people think about their predictions for the win. I'll tell you mine. Paul Casey. He's been playing exceptionally well this year. He's won already this year. And I think he's a good shout this week. So keep your eyes peeled for Paul Casey. Alright, this is a tough shot. This is playing 135 with the elevation, but it's a 12 mile an hour wind. But I don't think that 119 is going to give it enough beans to get there. I may just de-loft this a little bit. I don't want to take a longer club because I need this to stop really quickly. It's not going to get there. Again, just inches from being spot on. Alright, this is plugged, so we are going to have a tough shot here. Not good. Oh my goodness. So it ended up even worse. Alright, that's probably a better position than I was a few seconds ago. Oh my. Okay. That's 2 now. I've messed up. I need to make sure I get this out this time. That's better. But this is now going to be for a double bogey. So after picking up a birdie unexpectedly on the last hole, we are now putting for double bogey. And that's going to take me from -1 to +1. So, a few red numbers on the card already, but still top of the leaderboard at +1. Can you believe that? Kevin Mitchell, he's up there as well. Is it Kevin or Keith? Keith Mitchell, I think it is. Sorry about that. As I said, it's very difficult to know all the names of the top 300 golfers on the official World Golf Ranking, and I've hit 95% there as well. But I do know a fair few, but clearly I don't know all of them, or I'm not 100% confident on all of them. It's definitely Kevin or Keith, but I can't be sure, so I am not going to speculate. It's one or the other. Right, so this is playing about 78 yards. It's into the wind, so, and it's on an upslope, so I'm going to leave that exactly where it is. And when it lands, it should stop fairly quickly because it is rolling uphill. Yeah, I'll take that. Let's hope we can get the birdie here. It's not going to be a gimme. Nothing's a gimme at Augusta. As much as I love this course and it's my favourite tournament of the year, this course is an absolute beast. It will tear you up, it will chew you, and it will spit you out. It is horrifically bad. Bad, not bad, difficult. So Oliver Wilson's pulled back now a little bit. Ricky Fowler's now at +1. But nobody under par. And this is the final hole on the front 9, so that shows you how tough it is. And as I said, with the stronger winds up to 16 mile an hour, it is proving very, very tough. And that's another 95% shot. So I need to concentrate a little bit on just holding that backswing just a tad. 163. We need to make sure we get this on the right level, otherwise it's a horrendous putt. That's better. That's 100%. Is it going to get up that slope though? Get a bounce. Yes, it's up. It's up. It took quite a lot of check, but we're on the right level. 14 feet. It's not a difficult putt, but it's a little bit tricky. Little bit tricky. Didn't swing as much as I thought it would. But it's a par. We finished the front 9 with a par. And we are going to go into the turn at +1. So only 2 of us on +1. There's a couple of guys, 3 guys on +2. And then in the top 10 on the first page of the leaderboard, the rest are at +3. Right, 10th hole. One of my favourite holes at Augusta. The 10th is one of my favourites. The 16th is another. I mean, obviously you have to take Amen Corner into consideration, but you know everybody loves Amen Corner. 11, 12, and 13. 15's a great birdie opportunity. 13's a great birdie opportunity. I mean, 15 is a great eagle opportunity, as is 13. I mean, they're both par 5s. And if you get decent drives and the pins in a good position and you're not in between clubs, you can reach both of those holes in 2. For 153 on a downslope. I'm going to play that at 143. I'm not even going to take the chance. I'm even going to take some of the sting off of it. Because I know this hole goes to the left all the way. So I really should have put that further to the right, because you'll see this will roll now, and it will roll. Oh, it didn't move too much, but it does roll to the left. The whole green rolls, so you can see there all the little arrows, all the little lines are moving off to the left. Not a lot of movement in this putt. And we pick up another unexpected birdie. 10 is not an easy hole. Pin position is probably the easiest we're going to see it all week. But overall, it's not an easy hole. Alright, we are going to head into Amen Corner. Par 4, 11th hole. Playing just over 500 yards today. Hit that one nicely. Got 100%, that's the main thing. Look at that for a view. Absolutely stunning. You can see the 12th just behind the 11th green on the other side of Rays Creek. So this one's playing 189. Gonna definitely drop this down because this is gonna roll. Gonna move this over a little, and I'm gonna loft it a little as well. Alright, is that going to be good or is it going to be too long? It's looking good so far. It's going to roll on a bit. Yeah, I'll take that. I will take that on this hole. This is another one of my bogey holes. I have scored many a triple and quadruple bogey on this hole. But today we pick up a birdie, so good start to Amen Corner. And we are back under par. The only one that is under par at the moment. Alright, Golden Bell, the par 3 12th. 152 yards. Playing just under 150 today. The problem is not so much hitting this green, the problem is holding this green. Because it is very shallow, it's always difficult to get the ball to stay on the green. But we managed to do that. This is the hole where Jordan Spieth infamously collapsed, allowing Danny Willett to charge ahead and win the Masters that year. I can't remember the year, maybe 2015 maybe? It's a while ago now, 2015, 2016, something like that. That looked good to start with, but it has gone past a good 4 feet. But we tap in for the par, so that's a birdie par start to Amen Corner. And then we got the par 5. It all depends on what the wind's like. Alright, so that wind is... It's going to take some yardage off of this drive. We've got 100%. We are not going to get into the pine straw because I'm not long enough with the pro clubs. And it is drivable in 2, but it is tough because look at that slope for a start. 4 mile-an-hour wind. That ball went pretty much straight left because of that slope. Not quite got enough beans. I was in between clubs there, between the 4-iron and the hybrid, so I came up a little bit short, but it's okay. It's good. It's all good. Yeah, I'll take that. We should have a birdie here. We should have a birdie, provided it's not swinging too much. Stick it on the left edge. Alright, birdie on the par 5 13th. That's Amen Corner, done and dusted. 2 under par. Phil Mickelson joins the guys on 5 over. But I'm starting to think maybe. Oh, I don't know. I always say maybe. I should have put it on very hard, but every time I don't, every time I do, I always regret it because the guys shoot absolutely nuts. And I think it's a little bit unrealistic, because on hard they don't shoot as well as they should, and on very hard they shoot better than they really should. So there's no happy medium, and I hope that they address that in the next version of the game. Need to make sure we get this up and over that area there, otherwise we're going to be in bother. So we need to aim a fair chunk left here, because that's immediately going to go right. You can see that's still going right, and it will continue to go right after it lands. There we go. I mean, I have played this course a lot, you know, in previous games in the Tiger Woods series. I do know this course very, very well, but it doesn't ever seem to make it any easier to play. It's still a tough test. I mean, what hole am I on now? 14, and I'm 2 under par. 2 under par. I mean, any other course you can pretty much tear up and expect to get 6, 7, 8, 9 under par maybe. Especially in this game, but not this one, not this course. It's tough. It is tough. I mean, the wind's dropped down a little bit, which is good. Little bit of a headwind today, so we're not going to be getting over 300 yards here, I don't think, which means that this one's going to be a tough one to hit in 2 today. 238. No, that's okay. The pin position's tough though. When I tried to play this one the other day, I did end up in the drink. 23.8, 230. See, there's always the fear on this one that you're going to go long with the 3-wood, and I think this is definitely going to go long. That's where I needed a 95% shot. It's coming down at about... Ooh, it didn't go long. Maybe all that loft... Are you kidding me? Ooh, that was close. Maybe all that loft and that 5-mile-an-hour wind did actually help. I thought I was going to be in trouble there. I really thought I was going to be in trouble. No, I'm doing exactly what I did on that on the 4th hole or 5th hole, whichever one. I ended up with a double bogey. Luckily enough, this is a par 5, but it is a hole that I really should be playing an awful lot better than this. I've done it again. Oh my goodness me! I've got. This is for par now. I have completely messed this up. That shouldn't come back. Yeah, I didn't put as much loft on that one. This could end up being a double. On a par 5, that is criminal, but it's not. It's a bogey, but it's an unnecessary bogey. That was just so poor, right next to the green for 2, and I end up with a bogey 6 on that par 5. So Brandon Grace is up there now. Couple of names on the scoreboard I don't recognise. So this is my other favourite hole. I love this par 3. It is such a great golf hole. It really is. And the good thing about the hole is the difficulty of the hole just changes with the pin position. When they put it front right on the top of that shelf, really difficult. When they put it back right on the top of the shelf, it makes really difficult. When they put it front left, it's not bad. And when they put it where it is today, and then also in the Sunday position, really accessible, really good opportunities to get hole-in-ones. But I really should have put that a lot closer than I have. And it is a long way away. This is going to be a lag putt, I think. Yeah, I was thinking maybe, just maybe, it's going to drop in, but it didn't. We picked up the par. We head up to the penultimate hole. Adam Scott, previous winner. +6, tie 4th. Heaven knows what the guys that are further back are on. I mean, they must be in double figures over par. I mean, I'm barely under par at -1. I'm going to play this as it lies because I think that 154 club is going to have enough to get there. If we can hit the short stuff, it should get a bounce. Yeah, it's still got too much. Any shorter than that and I would have been in the rough. So difficult to judge. I think I'm going to try and keep this on the ground. 6 yards, 18 feet, slightly uphill. Ooh. Roll past a good 5 feet. Alright, let's see if we can just tidy up this round, keep it under par on the 18th. And then come back tomorrow and see if we can do any better. We are top of the leaderboard, but it's a disappointing top of the leaderboard with -1. Alright, 40, that is a long way. It's 203. Uphill as well. I'm going to de-loft this and try and chase this up the green. Oh, get up, get up, get up, get up! Oh no, it didn't stay. Didn't hit the second slope, so that's okay. I was hoping it would have enough to get up that slope, but it didn't. 61 feet, 3 feet uphill. I'm going to have to give this everything I've got. It just managed to get up the slope, and it's going to roll past way past the hole, and I am probably going to be dropping a shot here on the final hole as well. Get in. Oof. What a par save on 18th. To stay under par, 1 under par, Abraham Answer, 4 over. Ricky Fowler, Brandon Grace, Cook and JJ Spawn and Im and Webb Simpson. In fact, everybody on that first page other than Abraham Answer and myself is on +6. Incredible. Incredible stuff. Guys, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. I will be coming back after this event with probably the next major, which I think is the PGA. I think they've pulled the PGA forward this year, so I think it's the PGA. But yeah, let me know in the comments who you think is going to win the Masters this year, what your predictions are. Obviously, we are on the first round today, so you may get a good indication on how people have fared while they're out on the course today. But yeah, let me know and leave some comments in the box below. But I will see you tomorrow for round number 2 of the Masters at Augusta National 2019. Till then, take care. Bye.